Or if there's anything else to complain, let me know so I may be able to fix that. So now let's jump into the game. Last time we went into the big swamp and we beat this big stray demon atop the bridge. Very exciting. And we're pretty close to our first Lord of Cinder, the first big Lord Soul to collect. That will be the next boss fight, actually. So I'm excited to do that. But we have a few things to do beforehand. Draco, how far are you into the game? You mentioned that you are playing some Dark Souls 3 yourself at the moment. So how's it going? I also have the Wolf Covenant equipped. Not sure what is the actual term. Wolf Blood Covenant. Watchdogs of Farron. Yes, exactly that. Which means it could be that we get summoned as a phantom into another world to protect the forest. I wanted to show that mechanic to all of you, so I equipped this covenant, and maybe we get summoned, maybe not. And here's a little advice: you can quickly go down on a ladder by pressing circle. That is a weird, low FPS version, but you can also jump off a ladder. If you double press circle, you release the ladder, and then you can do a jump attack. Can be very useful, especially against some invaders. Shit weekends anyway onto the stream. All right, hope you feel better, Shoppy. So, we have a few things to do. There is this item. Oh yeah, that went well. I also equipped the Greatsword of a Store. Let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet. Should be a little bit careful here, especially since I again forgot to use my Tears of Denial. You better watch out after moving in 3 months ago. I'm finally getting my PC set up. Oh, nice, Danielle. Athelas, welcome to the stream. I know you love Dark Souls. Welcome. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, Athelas. Danielle is going to chat even more. So we picked up an Undead Bone Shard that will boost our SS Flask to +3 healing capability. So that will be nice. I'm doing very good, Athelas. Thank you for asking. You have a fab weekend? Tired from the time change? Yeah, you guys had your time change now. We will have it at the end of the month. So there are a few items here to pick up, but these big guys, they are an issue. So I have to be a little bit careful there. Especially navigating the swamp with lower mobility is tough. I was wondering about going down a ladder fast, but couldn't figure it out. Good to know. Yeah. Holding for sliding down, and if you want to jump off a ladder, double tap the circle button. So these are very tough to fight. We died to one last time, but that was mostly because I lost track of the environment, so... Oh yeah, there we go. I jumped into the fire. That is not good. Yeah. First death. He is sweeping with that tree, yes. Your Sims peed herself. That is unfortunate. Kind of need to get into a rhythm. Yeah, I actually think I need to light the third or extinguish the third flame. So what I think I will do is I will actually go from this side and get there. Never adopt 4 dogs and 2 cats ever. Oh, wow. What a terrible game. Yeah, I know you're a big Dark Souls fan, aren't you, Athas? I'm sorry for putting you through this. Lots of Dark Souls and then Sekiro. Although I hear that Sekiro will be doing a lot of things different and will have a more coherent and a more conventional story, so that might be something for you. But thank you for stopping by anyway. Always appreciated having you guys around. And I try to provide at least some hilarious deaths for those who don't like Dark Souls. So now I got through that part of the swamp. Here's the crazy guy, and he's an issue. There's the jumping attack. I hate this enemy. And I forgot the Tears of Denial again. Someone needs to remind me of the spell. Thank you, Choppy. See everyone, Choppy is playing along here. Also another trick that some might not know, looking at you, Draco, but I didn't know that for a long time as well, is if you're in your quick inventory and you press the down button to cycle through it, like this, but if you hold it down, it jumps to the first place. See? So no matter how many quick items you have, that way you can always quickly go back to the first item that you have there, which is usually your healing. Same goes for spells, just that you have to push up for that. So that's a little bit of advice there. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I saw that in a YouTube video while I was playing. So that can be very helpful, especially if you have a lot of items in your quick bar. With that, it is easy to cycle through, and you don't get in the situation, especially in a boss fight, where you're like scrambling to find your Estus flask because you need to heal quickly. Okay, now talking about, do I have some poison grass, purple moss clump? Let's eat that to heal the poison for now. And okay, that was good. That is why I like this weapon, because it has so long reach. These enemies are very tough to fight. Tears, cry like a baby. Deny it. Not happening. Cry anyway. Yeah, I've been trying to set up my quick slots according to what I'll need most urgently in boss fights. being beside each other, but that makes it easier as well. Yeah, and but that does make sense to have an eye on your quick items and to adjust them for each boss fights. It helps a lot. So here's the third flame, and something that I wanted to pay attention to. At these altars, you see some depictions there, and those are all bosses from Dark Souls 1. So it is implied that these Abyss Watchers who put that up are paying homage, or it's some kind of ritual towards the old lords of Dark Souls 1. No, I already got the Tears of Denial. No, it's always after I die I need to reapply it. Hi! And now this opens the big gate here. That is where we will have to continue to get to the next boss. The first big boss, really. There's a rusted gold coin. Let's have a look at that one. Rusty gold coin that surely has no currency. Crushing the coin gives a large, if temporary, boost to item discovery. A rich man lost his fortune, but it returned to him twofold. He was swift to squander his retrieved fortune, smugly confident that it was bound to double once again. So you can use these items to increase your item discovery temporarily, which means that there's just a higher drop chance for items. And I think there's also, if I remember correctly, I know that there's somewhere here is an NPC invader, which I'm trying to trigger here, which is also why I used the ember, but it doesn't happen. Oh boy, that's a big boy there. Maybe I missed the chance there. Fear ahead, that is a good advice, so let's praise that. Well, anyway, let's stay embered up and continue our way through here. There are more of those curse frogs. They're not very nice, so I will try to ignore them. I'm poisoned though. Oof. Okay. And this is the big gate where we have to get through to continue. Let's use a little bit of the moss clump. Get rid of the poison. And now we have... Look at this. This looks pretty dope. The candles and swords. So... Let's explore this area. Hello, Luckless! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah. Expert. There we go. If you don't kill this one fast enough, it will awaken these enemies. Well, now they are peaceful. And you can pick them up one by one. So you want to sprint up there, kill the leader, I guess, and then take care of them one by one. When does he use a bicycle to fight or a sofa? That is late game, Athulas. That is only at the end of the game. There's another one. Go. Another shriving stone. That is the upgrade stone that we use to remove upgrades or infusions. Nanny. Nanny. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here. We hear some walking upstairs though, and that is where we have to go. This leads back down into the swamp. Just looking if I missed an item here. Don't think so. And there you see dark wraiths that are making their way towards this building there. And they are fighting, I think they're called Grues. And apparently killing them. So there seems to be some sort of conflict going on. Time to stay calm. Yes, that is good advice, because here we have our next bonfire. There you go. Let's rest here. And actually, let me go back to the Firelink Shrine very quickly so I can upgrade my Estus Flask with the Undead Bone Shard. Burn Undead Bone Shard. There we go. Now travel back to Farenkeep Perimeter. And you're back. So, let's go this way first. And there you can drop down. I will do that, but not now. First I'll take care of these guys. Oh no! It switched the lock-on automatically. That was nice. There we go. Some expert commentary that I go back and forth from bonfires. Still not done with this game. No, Sid. I may have played it a lot, but I'm not good at it. And there we see another of these big crystal lizards. Mademoiselle Danielle! Thank you for the sub for Sid! Oof. Woo. Oh, out of stamina. I also forgot Tears of Denial again, I think. Yeah. And you can do these visceral attacks when you stagger them. But thank you again, Mademoiselle Danielle, for gifting a sub to Sid. It's very nice, and welcome to the Acolyte. Sid, use your pandas wisely and carefully. They can be fierce. Don't know whether I love or hate that subscription song. That crow voice, yeah. Yeah, the crow voice was some point of contention when the game came out. And this is, if you remember, this is a shortcut back where the Black Knight is. You see it right next to my head now. So this circles back to the first swamp area, and we can pick up great magic weapon. So let's check out this item description. Sorcery which improves upon magic weapon, greatly reinforces right weapon with magic. Only sorcerer swordsmen with special duties are permitted the use of this spell. The Azure Blade is set to cut down heavily armored knights with ease. Cuteness has no place in Dark Souls. Let's fight this Black Knight again. Maybe with a little bit of luck he will drop some of his equipment. Oof boy. Ooh. That was lucky that I missed the backstab again. Ooh. Let's lure him out a little bit. Oh, come on. There we go. I will play Sekiro after this, yeah. Ooh, that was a little bit too aggressive. I will play Sekiro for sure. I'm not sure if I am able to finish the game beforehand. I will try to at least finish the main game and then maybe do the DLCs after Sekiro. Come here. There we go. Yeah, it just chops their spine in half. Just the fun little things that you can do with the big sword. But he didn't drop any of his equipment, which is a shame. There was a summon sign? Who's that? Is that an NPC? No. Oh boy, it's one of these guys. I don't like them. I'm using the Astora Greatsword. We switched to that last time because it is a greatsword with dexterity scaling, and I made it a blessed Astora Greatsword because I want to go for a dexterity faith build. So then you can drop down here. And this is the item we saw earlier on this little ledge. This is the Atonement Miracle. A miracle given to those cast out from the Sable Church of Londor. This is the only tale known by the exiles who believed it carries words of forgiveness. Cursed journeys too must ultimately come to an end. So this is tells you a lot about the Church of Londor, which is the place also where Yoel, the hunchback guy, is from. And the Sable Church that rules Londor is led by 3 sisters. We will learn more about them in the future. But if you get cast out by them, you get this miracle as a gift, and it is told to the exiles that it carries words of forgiveness. However, what it actually does, it attracts more foes. So as a gift, they give you a miracle that will, in all likelihood, kill you. Tells you a little bit about that place. Using a shield, yes! Because this is not Bloodborne. I am allowed to use a shield. Then we have the Hollow Gem. A gem of infused titanite, a stone plentiful in Londor, land of hollows, used in infusion to create hollow weapons. Hollow weapons are said to peer into the essence of its wielder, whose luck boosts attack. So there's that. Let me go back to the... No, I think I will go back to the Shrine Bonfire because we have to talk to Yoel again to further his quest line. Yeah, I always prefer in my first playthroughs to have a big weapon, big shield, and I know that it's considered, I don't know, lazy, I guess. Or not true to the Dark Souls spirit. Not a real challenge to hide behind your shield. It's part of the game. I like to play it like that. Yes, Luckless. I know that wouldn't apply to you because we all know that you never die. So far, all of your Dark Souls run were no death run, which is really impressive. So we have you.
Oh, I would.
We can draw out more true power. I'm
You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better.
Toby, thank you for the resub. 10 months now.
I have to tell you the sad tale of the monster who wanted only to warm his forever frozen heart.
Welcome, Toby. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Exactly, Athalas. I play it the way I want to play it and how it is fun for me. I'm not sure. I may go a little more into attunement since I do want to cast some more spells, but for now I think I will go more into faith. Shields are good for parrying though, but yeah, my dodges are not good enough to play shieldless. Yeah, my dodges are not good enough for playing shieldless either, and my parries are even worse. So how many levels did we now draw out from him? Was it already 5? You can do it a maximum of 5 times, and that advances his storyline. So let's just reload the area and see. Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way, Insanity. Okay, no. We need one more, I think.
Oh,
I could also look at my inventory. Oh, right. I haven't showed you that one yet. Let me see. Here, the Dark Sigil. We have now 4. A black gaping hole in the flesh that resembles the brand of an undead. The darkness of humanity seeps from this bottomless, pitch-black hole. The gap filled by the accumulation of the curse. This Dark Sigil will never heal, but there's a tale told of a firekeeper who returned from the abyss and brought great comfort to a bearer of the curse. So that is the background for that. We will learn more about the Dark Sigil and everything later, but that is also what the firekeeper here is able to heal, since we gave her
Welcome home.
The heart of a fire keeper, of an old fire keeper. Laundry beckons. Okay. Do your laundry, Athalas. But now I think I should. The thing is, I need one more level up with Yol to continue his story. So I will just die. The only thing that you have to do for that is die and then well, that worked well. The only thing that you have to do is die, and then you can go back to him and go up to level 5. I'm not sure how often you must die. I'm not entirely sure. But with that, also this doesn't count for the counter because I'm just doing that to have the quest line to progress. You don't have to do this. The quest line still continues, but then you don't get the free level ups. And I mean, a free level up, always nice, right? And you have to do that before the first Lord of Cinder. And since that is our next boss, I want to do that right away.
Oh, I would do anything for my master. Just say the word.
Yeah, there are basically 2 ways to
and shall we bear her up?
To restore your beautiful face. So whenever you increase your hollowing, which means no, I should start. The Dark Sigil means that every time you die, you hollow, which over time makes you look more and more ugly. However, there are 2 ways to look normal. 3 ways, actually. One way is there's later a ring that lets you look permanently normal. The other way is a purging stone that resets your hollowing level to 0. Or you can heal the Dark Sigil, then you don't hollow at all anymore. But it costs a lot of souls. Let's go further into faith.
You have attained ample strength.
You steal someone's face.
All will soon be clear, my good lord.
There are a lot of branches in this quest, yeah. There is no bad ending. There is just a different ending. I'm still not sure for which ending I will go. I may go for the hollow ending, but I'm not sure where. But I need my souls back. Quite a few. There. 9,000. What do you need for a level? 11,000. We have a few soul items to do that. That's enough, so we get another level. And
welcome, speak. Very
level up. And let's go. Let's go further into faith. Since our sword is scaling with that as well, might as well do that. And now back to the Farron Keep perimeters. Thank you, Koala. That's good. See? Koala. Koala knows his stuff. So we're back here. And now I have to continue in this direction and almost forgot Tears of Denial once again. Then I take an Ashen Estus so I can use some spells as well, some miracles. You see there again the dark waves going up, and they will fight these guys. You don't want to fight 2 of them at this point in the game. They're tough enemies. So I just want to draw out one of them. Oh boy. They're nasty. Got him. And we got a cracked black eye orb. That is the item you need to invade. But we also already have the complete red eye orb. Then here's a guy, easy to miss. Don't want him to ambush you. I have no faith, so I don't remember about Tears either. My character is almost all strength at the moment. Yeah. And that's a possibility as well. So you see the Darker is cutting down the grooves. But if you let them fight, you also see they injure each other, which can help you. Makes things a little more easy. And you can pick up the items. And drops an ember. What's with this guy's? No, he's dead. See all the trees here. By the way, here's a little Easter egg. If you go to the second DLC and arrive in the Ring City, for those who played the DLC know what I mean. Once you arrive there, time passes in the world, and a few things change in the world. One of the things that changes is that in this area more trees appear, just as a symbol that time has passed a little bit. And there are a few other things. Oh, and now our covenant works. We are now invading another world as a protector of the realm. So that is how it works. You just equip it, and at some points you automatically invade others. Yes, there. I am just thinking what else. There are like 2 or 3 areas that are slightly changed in the old game, but only once you arrive in the Ringed City, I think. Sid. Master Draco, welcome. How are you doing? We had a blackout from a heavy storm here. Yeah, here it's pretty stormy as well. It actually snowed here. Oh boy. They're fighting all against me? And I think they're also in NG Plus because they have weapons that are way beyond this part. They might be an NG Plus, so that was very successful. That does that count? I don't know. Maybe count. Gang Squad, yes. I never did much invading in Dark Souls. Never a big fan of that. But I wanted to show you how that works with these kind of covenants. There's another one later that works the same way, that you just equip the covenant and then you get called in for some invasion. Nah, it's fine, Gola. It was a legitimate death. We invaded someone and they killed us. Yeah, I actually have to use tears again. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So it pretty much wasted 1 Tears of Denial for me. It can be fun, yeah. I'm just too bad at the game, so that means that I constantly just get killed by everyone. That's not so much fun. I much rather do co-op and help others with bosses. That I really like to do. And now once you get closer here to this building, when you listen, it sounds like fighting is going on. I heard that Harry Potter has a Hitler dragon. I'm not sure about that though. Although I'm an expert on Harry Potter. Let's... Okay, I will try to parry here. No! Why is he attacking with his stupid shield? Ah. Oh, there we go! I got the parry. Yes, we just did that, Draco. I just did that right before we went back here. Thank you for reminding me last time. I surely would have forgotten that. Now, I will Ember up because I will continue to summon the NPC Howl. And there is one. Not quite sure the where, so I want to check that out. Because it is it gives you sometimes some armor, and sometimes it just adds to the story and to the setting. but I'm not quite sure where the NPC here is. If someone remembers, or if I have to, if there needs to be a certain requirement, let me know. So I will do the bosses on my own, but if there are NPC people to load, then I will do that. I think he's here, right? Yes, here. Londor Pale Shade. So someone from Londor, the Land of Hollows, is helping us to fight this boss. The Dark Wraith that are connected to the Abyss and invading and hollowing. And this gave us the emote, the dual bow. And these emotes you need for the Platinum Trophy. So if you want the Platinum Trophy, you should always summon these NPC cooperators as well. So why are all these people interested to fight this boss? And I think there's another NPC here, but I'm not sure. I was asking, I think there's another NPC, but doesn't matter. We have this one now. Yeah, I thought I should have seen them before, but doesn't matter. We will go into this boss fight. The first, Lord of Cinder. Even 3 summons for this battle. Maybe if I have to redo this battle, I will summon the other ones. If I have to redo this battle. And now we see it's actually the Abyss Watchers fighting each other. There's some infighting going on. Oh, someone tried to invade us. And you can backstab them. As I now show you. And you hear there's a second one. So they have individual health bars, but also contribute to the boss health. Oh, they both attacked me. That was a little bit surprising. Oh no, there's a third one. And now you see the red one won't attack you right away. So you can use that to your advantage. It's my lightning spear. Oh, I'm out of FP points. Now that I attack the red one, he will attack me too. So you can leave him alone and just let him help you with the boss. And he doesn't count for the boss health bar either. So... Oh, I should have gotten the backstep there. Oh, come on. Oh, there's another one. Did someone say Bloodborne? The Pale Shade is very tanky. Usually the NPC summons are. They have all a lot of health. But yeah, the Pale Shade very useful here with multiple enemies in the boss fight. It helps you to distract at least one of them so you can focus on the other one. So then the first phase is not too hard. The second phase though, it's always hard. That does not look good, yeah. That's usually a bad sign. I haven't fought these in a while. So. Where is he? Oh, right next to me. Ooh. That's good. Pale Shade is good, doing fine. Oh, I wanted to backstab him. Now I get him. See, he adds now fire into the mix, which I feel is a little bit unnecessary. Pretty rude. Ooh. The Pale Shade doing some dark spells, also interesting to note. And here you have to be careful because those flames still hurt you. They linger a little bit, and not in the cranberries way. He even has some Estus, and you can heal your summons with the healing spell, as I told you last time. If they are close to you. So if you stand next to them and use the healing miracle, they will also get healed. Oh, come on. Oh, out of stamina. Ooh. Yeah, if you fight against them alone, it's much harder. It's one of those fights where it really helps to have some kind of summon. And then their attacks are pretty fast, and you really have to have a nice view on the boss, which can be an issue. Killsteal, yes, he's still out kill, but he also did most of the work. But I mostly do this to show off the summons as well. How rude. Yeah, the Pale Shade is really good. So we got two things actually. So let's delve into Soul of the Blood of the Wolf. One of the twisted souls steeped in strength, used to acquire numerous souls, blah, blah, blah. The blood was spread amongst the Abyss Watchers, and their souls are one with the soul of the wolf blood master. So all of the Abyss Watchers shared this blood. And then we have the Cinders of a Lord. Cinders of a Lord left by the Abyss Watchers. If the Lord will not return to their thrones themselves, let them return as cinders. The Watchers of the Abyss swore upon their shared wolf's blood, which also served as their mandate as lords. So that is how we return those lords to the Fireling Shrine, by killing them and then just put their cinders on the throne. And you see here, there was a lot of infighting going on among the Abyss Watchers, and one of the theories is that they are protecting the Abyss in a way, watching the Abyss, and that the Abyss actually crept up on them, and led to this infighting, led to the corruption. And one indication for that might be that you see even in their armor, you see those black vines creeping up, that is one of the indications that the Abyss was grasping at them. Yes, it is a meme. It is part of the Sunlight Covenant I'm currently a member of, and one of the most I'm not sure, do I have that emote? One of the most popular characters in Dark Souls 1, Solera of Astora, it's a very Dark Souls greeting. It's the typical Dark Souls greeting. Praise the sun is the #1 saying in Dark Souls. But now let's go back to the Firelink Shrine. Yeah, it's the biggest meme of the game itself. True. Yeah, I just wasn't sure, Draco. It was either I had it now or later.
You oft the Lords of Cinder.
Let's talk to Hawkwood.
The Undead Legion. So that's how they're delivered to their thrones. I pity the sorry souls. Is that really Lordship's last reward?
And if you look at his clothing, this is the armor of the Undead Legion. So he was part of them
I failed
at some
to
point.
thank you for helping them find their final resting place.
The Farron Ring?
I pity the sorry souls. Is that really Lordship?
Okay, we heard that. So let's have a look at the ring. A ring given to Undead Legion of Farron reduces skill FP consumption. The Abyss Watchers for their hunting required a sword technique that went beyond any existing art. Wolf's Blood provided just that, and this ring further extends the effect. Yes, I like that as well, Sid. And at the same time that there are just some things that are almost like a cycle, and that you see how the cycle repeats itself. So here we can now put our first Lord of Cinder, the Abyss Watchers. Now let's talk to our boss weapon guy.
Aha, that retexo.
Ludlith. So we have now the Wolf Knight Greatsword here. Greatsword of a knight tainted by the dark of the Abyss, a master of the Wolf's Blood of Farron. The Wolf Knight was the first Abyss Watcher, and his sword is more punishing against creations of the Abyss. Farron Greatsword, Greatsword of the Abyss Watchers, which is atypically paired with an unusual dagger. The dagger is utilized as a wedge in the left hand, while the Greatsword is held in the right. A unique technique that was synonymous with the Undead Legion. Confounds foes in the manner of wolves hunting prey. So this is the sword of Artorias, the Abyss Walker of the first Dark Souls, and it's also the weapon I used in my first playthrough. But I will get the Farron Greatsword because I got the other one in my old playthroughs. And we can have a look at it. Where there? Would need a little more skill. I mean, it would be an option to use it. It is pretty nice. But I'm not too keen on the skill set. Two-handed, you have the dagger. And this special attack. And you can parry with the dagger if you hold it like that. Do this swipe attack, which is pretty nice. There's no Draco, there's only Master and Insanity. But yeah, that is how that sword looks like. Let's switch back to ours, though. And now you see... he's there.
I know you. Been some time since we met in person. I just dropped in to see how she's getting on. Now, what are you playing at with this circus? This cesspool of doddering old folk and degenerates? Couldn't
What do you
be
mean?
better. She must fit in perfectly here. This place is a...
Okay. So he's a cheery fella.
Oh, Champion of Ash, welcome back. Do you wish to hear a tale? You only...
Sure, talk to
You
me.
know, in my home of Karim, I was a nun. I would be pleased to share the tales of miracles with you. Although, to be honest, I only know a few. But
No,
if I
Choppy.
had a divine tome, I could tell you many tales and more. Oh, only I cannot see. Terribly sorry, but you'll have to find me a divine tome in Braille.
That could be it. They have the same voiceover company for these games. Yeah, Sean Bean has a very similar voice to him. That's true. We could give her the
Have a pleasant
tome that we
journey.
have, but I already mentioned last time that I don't do that because when you read the item description, it tells you that it is tainted, that it is of darkness. Let's...
Tis good to see what needs me.
Anything new from you?
Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break. When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity.
Oh yeah, okay.
So,
Okay, we know
provisionally
that,
careful.
old man. Jesus.
Oh, hello, hand in one.
Anything new here? Don't think so, actually.
Goodbye.
Oh, how many?
Miracles in this game are basically retelling old stories of the gods that invoke certain effects. It's kind of the like the power of some songs and the Lord of the Rings book. Yeah, that is a good description for that. And now you, after you fight bosses and some of the NPC enemies and invaders, the Shrine Handmaiden sells you their armor. For example, the Undead Legion armor, and I will buy that one. It looks pretty nice. Let's buy the pants as well. Don't have more souls, but let's have a look at that, at the description first, and let's see if I can wear it. Attire of the Abyss Watchers, the Undead Legion of Farron. A black dyed leather vest worn over chainmail. These undead warriors vowed to partake of wolf blood. They acted in the dark, seeking out any sign of the Abyss, fighting a constant war with its abominations. So they were keeping an eye on the Abyss and protecting everyone else from the Abyss, but it is implied that they were corrupted by it due to their proximity to the Abyss. The iron kneecaps originate from their sword techniques. Yeah, so we can wear that. Looks pretty dope. Very anime, Bloodborne-ish. What have I now said about old folks? Nothing. So now we see Yol, he's dead. What now? Whoa!
Oh, prithee, art thou good Yol's master? I am Uria of Londor, a close friend of his.
So she is from Londor as well.
Thanks to thee, Yol's soul is redeemed. Allow me to express my gratitude in his stead.
Dignified
Another
bow.
matter. Thou a lord, art thou not? Bearer of the dark sigil, and our Lord of Hollows.
Trying my best, Draco.
For the time thou remainest our lord, we of Londor shall serve thee. And I, of course, am also thine.
So, she is part of the Sable Church that we read before in the Atonement Miracle. And she's one of the 3 pillars of that Sable Church that is kind of ruling Londor. And that church is ruled by 3 sisters, 3 very powerful sisters that are also very good at sword fighting. And she's one of them. She's Yuria of Londor. We will meet a second one during the game, but not the third one. More about that later. And she tells us Londor Braille Divine Tome, learn miracles of Londor, a Braille Tome of Londor, first spoken by Lillian of the Sable Church, so that is the other sister. Give this to a storyteller to learn miracles of Londor. This is a forbidden tome, as it offers salvation to all hollows and conversely curses all things living. So another tome that we want, but we don't want that. We don't want to give that to our miracle lady, whose name I forgot. She also has the Dark Hand, and that is a thing that we saw the Dark Wraith using, and that now also explains why, or it doesn't explain it, but it shows us that both the Pale Shade of Londor and the Dark Wraith were interested to get to the Abyss Watchers. Weapon that allows its wielder to evoke an art unique to Londor, the land of the Hollow. It is also said to be an ancient relic of a primordial serpent, reference to Dark Souls 1. The Dark Hand mercilessly saps the essence of its victims and can also double as a special shield. Cannot be used two-handed. The Untrue Dark Ring, one of the illusory rings worn by the Hollows of Londor, retain human appearance while hollow. So if you wear this ring, the hollowing does not change your face. The Hollows of Londor are wretchedly aged, fraught with deceit and dubiously secretive. It is no wonder that they are deeply detested. And then we have the Untrue White Ring, one of the illusory rings worn by the Hollows of Londor, take the appearance of a phantom. The Hollows of Londor are wretchedly aged. Okay, so with that you look like a phantom. Okay, we're talking about
till we meet again.
Sean Bean still. Fine.
Speak on.
Let's talk to her.
Lord, art thou not? Bearer of the dark sigil, and our Lord of Hollows. For the time thou remainest our Lord, we of Londor shall serve thee. And I, of course, am also thine.
She doesn't tell us more for now. That sound that you hear, that is just from the outside. Nothing that goes on here. And I think for now that is pretty much everything we can do at the Firelink Shrine. And let's go back to the Abyss Watchers and see where we can